Hello and welcome to my 10th video now of the series. Hopefully this is the final one. I think last video left off, we were sitting roughly around about 860,000, so I need about 140,000 to hit that 1 million goal. So things that I've been doing over the course of the whole series has been farming the classic dungeons. I've been trying to target specific items that I know seem to sell well. People do want them, they're quite popular, they look good. The slots that they're in are quite visible for the items that seem to have sold, so things like the shoulders, the gloves, the boots, that are quite prominent on your character. Belt, weapons, I've had hit and miss with the weapons. And then I've had little bits and pieces sort of ticking over. I've tried to go for some bigger items, such as the Sandstone Drake, which is the two-seater mount from Vial of the Sands, I believe. Managed to do some sort of nice snipes on the auction house, as well as generally going to vendors that I can buy bind on equip items, such as shirts. There's some vendors in Neverstorm that I've previously gone over that I have been buying, and then just keeping those listed on the auction house. Also the Old Town, I've been keeping those listed. So generally I've sort of hit an area where I'm now listing on average about 500 items on the auction house at a time, and just keeping those ticking over every single day, sort of. I think I have about a 12 to 24 hour runtime on those items, just to make sure that I'm not getting horrendously undercut and the items just will not sell. So I'm having to cancel auction if that is the case for some of them. Just generally having a bit of a keeping an eye on the market, seeing how things are doing. So recently, with the Timewalking, for Legion Timewalking, they've added the Mage Tower in. This is patch 9.1.5 that I'm doing this final video in. And people doing the Mage Tower, they're looking to get the most out of their gear, and it's been scaled down to item level 50. So the Legion gear, the greens with things like the gem sockets, avoidance, leech, movement speed, plus movement speed, they seem to be selling quite well. So I have been going and killing Murlocs in... So, right, if I hit map, try and show the area. I'm not too bothered by showing this area. I'm guessing this is probably quite a well-known thing anyway. So we go to Broken Isles in Azuna, and we'll zoom in. So around this area, I believe it's north, you get Murlocs. And I think over to one of these sides, this sort of direction along here, you've got Naga that spawn with some Murlocs as well, and some other large elites that you can kill. These can drop the greens. The Murlocs seem to have the best drop rate so far, I've noticed, for getting sort of green items that are around level 49 item level, I believe. They're not drastically under the 50, but they do have a chance of getting the gem sots, the leech, speed, avoidance, things like that you want to be trying to go for. The Mage Tower isn't up for a great deal of time, so this is something that I would recommend keeping an eye on. So I'm trying to see when Timewalking ends, I believe. Going Timewalking Dungeon event. Okay, so Timewalking ends, I believe, on the 22nd of December. I think. And then we've got Burning Crusade the following week after that finishes. Okay, so there's still sort of a week and a bit in order to make some gold off of this. However, Legion Timewalking will become a thing, and it will come back with the Mage Tower again, so take this advice if you want. Always good to prepare for when it next comes round. Try and get some of those Legion greens with the desirable stats, with the gems, sockets. just to keep going on the auction house as and when the next Legion Timewalking event drops. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just say a massive thank you to everyone who's watched the series so far. I hope it's benefited you in some way, and I really, really do hope that you make the same amount of gold that I've made. If not, drop me a comment, let me know how things are going for you. I'm always interested to see how this series has helped people. If it hasn't helped, if it has been helpful, I'd just like to know your thoughts. Always happy to try and work with you, give you some advice, try and dive into things and see what might possibly be like speed bumps for you that are sort of giving you problems. But the best takeaway I would give for anyone looking at doing this is try and pick a server that's got a good economy. The server's not necessarily dead, but the server's not particularly rammed with people that are flooding the market. So I needed, let's have a look. Yeah. 145,000 to hit that mark. So we've done it. Hit that mark. I'm not going to have the exact 1 mil, unfortunately, which is going to be a bit annoying for me, but that's what I was that's what I was aiming for, was the 1 million gold earned through sales. Total expense has been 175,000. Average spent per day 2.5k. More than happy with that. Average earned per day 12k. So in terms of outgoings and gold coming in, very, very happy with that result. You can see I've had a steady climb sort of from the 4th of October up until now. So I'm going to close that and I'm going to open all of these. So again, targeting the good old classic transmog items, so plate pauldrons, things like that. And currently we are on 874,000 now in terms of gold in the bag. And we are now at that sweet, sweet, sweet 1 million. So thank you very much for watching. Wish you all the best in your gold making. And please, yeah, check back in with the channel. I'll try and to do a bit more regular updates as well in terms of a bit more PvP videos, other things that I'm getting up to outside of WoW, hopefully, maybe some Forza content. I will definitely stick up some more gold making videos, maybe some farms that I've found, maybe like a monthly wrap up, I think, more than a weekly thing. However, I still will try and do weekly videos, but they might not necessarily always be gold making videos. So thank you very much for joining me for this journey. Wish you all the best, and thank you.